There's the right way, and then there's the Matt way.
Do you see these, Matt? This means boss.
That's how you dress a 2-year-old.
Oh my gosh, this is already rickety and rackety. I don't think I can do it. Oh my God, no. I don't think I would ever do this again. It's getting real this week. I'm done with the dust. I'm done with this lollygagging that I think he's doing. It's time for me to jump in place and start tearing up this ceiling. Matt doesn't think I got it. He thinks that I'll be crying in like 5 seconds of overhead work. And what he doesn't know is that I'm a mom. I birthed a human. I do Pilates. I'm ripped. So he doesn't know what women are capable of. And today I'm showing it.
Normally, I'm a very old-fashioned man. I'm a classic man, as some would say. I like chivalry, and I don't like involving women in very hard manual labor, not because I don't think they can do it, just because I know in my own body that it's not pleasurable, and I know it can be rough on the joints and on the psyche. But yesterday we were walking our baby, and she started talking some cash cold trash. And she was like, what do I even need you around for? And I was like, well, you know, the manual labor.
That's not exactly how that story went.
I was like, probably like the manual labor stuff. And she's like, I'm just as good as you at that. Because she did 2 waist level seams last week on the drywall. And I said, I don't know, that overhead. She said, I can do that overhead easily. So I said, okay, big girl, you want to come on over, big mama?
Take that story with a grain of salt. That's not exactly how it went.
It was worse than that. If you really want to get wild.
No, it wasn't.
Way worse.
No, it was not. Take it with a grain of salt. Let's get into the next step. You're gonna fill the holes?
The cord that's coming through over there, and then this. I gotta go up there and I gotta pull this cord out so that I can.
All right, so Matt's taking out the fixtures. He already did, but he's fixing them so we can easily smooth over it. He has already done 1 layer of mud on this enormous ceiling. So we are going to be doing layer 2 together. Do you have to go in the attic to fix this?
Yeah, I gotta just pull these through and tie them off so then make sure I don't burn my house down.
All right, let's do that real quick. Renovating this house has really opened my eyes to what's actually hiding in older homes. And one of the biggest things people overlook is the water. We're normally so focused on the walls, the floors, all the things you can see, but the pipes, what's running through those pipes? Lead, PFAS, heavy metals, stuff you can't see, taste, or smell, but your entire family is drinking every single day. My parents got the WaterDrop X12 reverse osmosis system installed under their sink, and I had to share it. Especially now that we have a baby, the way I think about water quality has completely changed. Filling her water bottle, cooking her food, making her coffee, it all comes from the tap, and I want to know it's actually clean. The X12 has 11-stage filtration and removes lead, PFAS, heavy metals, all of it. It's totally tankless, so it tucks right under the sink and doesn't take over your cabinet space. If you want a more economical option or something that doesn't need power or installation, WaterDrop also has their gravity water filter system. It holds 2.25 gallons, requires 0 installation and 0 electricity, and is NSF certified to reduce chlorine up to 99% and minimizes heavy metals and impurities. Honestly, it's such a great backup to have around the house for power outages. And with summer here, everyone hosting World Cup watch parties, you're going through so much more water. It only makes sense to make sure that water is actually good. WaterDrop is offering up to $700 off the X12 and the Gravity Water Filter System for Prime Day this June 23rd through 26th. Use my code Kristen26PD for an extra 5% off. Links for both products will be in the description. It's worth checking out.
Okay, so I could get this done from up in the attic the right way, but it's too hot to work up there. So there's the right way, and then there's the matte way.
This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. Not my plan.
Nice!
It didn't look like it did anything.
You know why?
Because it didn't?
Because it didn't do anything. Like where this is going. I like where this is going. Oh yeah.
This is creeping me out.
Okay. All right.
Nice fit.
So I had my big dog Kristen helping me, but now she had to take a break because baby woke up. She had to go watch that sweet, sweet, beautiful angel baby. I wish I could do it, but one of us has to keep truttling along. So I'm going to get up there, keep taping, doing some of the less fun stuff, and then when she gets back out, we're gonna hit this big slapper of a ceiling. So here we go, time marches on.
So Matt's gonna teach me how to do it. How do I do it?
So the easiest part is this bottom part from the vents downward. We can do all while we're standing on the floor. I think that's gonna make it much easier for you. You dip this in the bucket, and what I like to do is just kind of walk it back on top. Some people have the skills where they can immerse it all the way in, but to me that ends up being too much on the roller and you end up dropping it on the floor. So what I do,
And this is a specific roller for mud.
yeah, it's a mud roller.
Okay.
So I get a little bit on there, and then light pressure, you come up from the wall, give it a roll up till it starts to thin out, and then you stop. I like to give it a nice smooth roll at the top because then you don't have a bunch of excess. Get to the bottom here, hit one quick roll, you're gonna lose some drops. Roll it in.
And you put 2 lines, 2 feet maybe?
Yeah, about 2 feet out. This is the second coat, so we're just trying to get a nice little smooth layer. You are gonna drag it, so it's just about smooth, clean coverage. And then once it's up, make sure your blade is clean here. I got this blade on a stick, and you're just gonna go up in here. You're gonna grab it, give it a little flick. You're gonna drag it across. A little flick.
So you keep it on the wet stuff only.
Keep it on the wet stuff. Then once you have this, you choke up on your blade, come this way, scrape all of your excess back off onto your roller, and then you come back. Now you try to go back the other way. Nice, smooth, creamy time.
I don't know if I'm gonna be better at the rolling or the scraping part, but I'm gonna give it a go. So clearly you did this section. Should I do this section right here?
We've already done that one. We should keep going that way.
Oh,
Remember we did this
I didn't know
one.
if that was done yet.
Get him, big dog.
All right, I'm gonna do the walking on the top of the mud. I'm walking it. Seems like a lot of mud, so I'm gonna kind of shake it off. All right, I wonder if I'm gonna get messy doing this. Okay, wait, I gotta ask a question. Do I walk it from the top down, or do I go from the bottom of the vaulted ceiling up?
I prefer to do the bottom up because it's easier to scrape that way also, so you want your
But
thick-
isn't the mud gonna just slap in my face?
No, if you start at the bottom and you go up, there's less mud. If you take that whole roller right above your head, you're definitely gonna get more on you. Just go
Okay, so
nice
this is the hard part. Ah! So this is where your arms are gonna start hurting. Clearly the smoothing part is the easier weight part, but this is maybe the easier part to do. None of it's easy, probably. None of it's easy. None of it's easy, people. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I feel good about that one. Am I gonna eat my words, people? Probably. I might eat my words on this one. The drywalling, I don't eat my words. This, I might eat my words. Because I'm a perfectionist. Ow! Oh! Oh, it just all sprinkles in my face. You're gonna have to buy me a new hat after this.
Uh-oh. Look at that seam. So I'd hit that seam to blend that out a little bit
Okay, so
better.
you don't want seams.
That one and the other one to your left. The one that blended the old seam and the new seam.
Yeah, this is painful. That, wait, the first seam?
Yes, the very first one.
Okay. I didn't want to touch your previous work. Ah! Okay, I got some on me.
Okay, now you're ready for the scrape.
Here we go. Oh my God, no. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I don't think I can do it. I need to get closer to the ceiling.
It seems like that would make it easier, but it doesn't. It just makes it more harder.
I can't reach though.
The stick's longer, you can move your hands down the stick and then that'll go up higher.
Okay. But I gotta scrape this off now, right?
Yep.
Okay, that was better. It's just right at my limits at that top.
I thought you ain't had no limits.
I just can't reach that far. You're a little taller than me. And your arm length is probably longer than mine. To me, it's pretty clear. I can only reach a smaller square amount. So I think it would be more beneficial for me to roll it on. Oh my gosh, I have it all over me. I thought it was just one drop. Anyways, I think I should roll it on, even though that's heavier and a harder job, because the smoothing I can't get as much done. So we'll be faster, right?
Straight up.
You wanna get on my level, but are you ready? Got tricks, but can you go steady? Are you slick with it? Can you stick with it? Or do you just bail when it gets too heavy? Gotta admit it. We got no limit. Dream big, guess who's in it? You wanna win a prize worth winning? That could be me, but it won't be easy. Want you to want me, but not need me. Can't get enough, no, don't be greedy. Talk to me nice if you're so steezy. Oh, you wanna get on my good side, but you want a baddie, so what do I look like? It's a 50-50 grind if you wanna rhyme whenever you find your bearings.
We were kicking it in the sticks super hard. I figured out how to get the rolling down. If you notice in the time lapse, I was doing really bad. It was slopping all over my face. I was having to walk away, clean up. It wasn't a good machine, oiled machine. So what I learned was I needed to roll from top to bottom. I know Matt told me bottom to top of the vaulted ceilings, but that was just splashing mud all in my face like I thought. So no offense, Matt, it didn't work for me.
That's a good lesson for everybody in the world. Sometimes you got to live your life your own way. What worked perfectly for me, as you could see, and didn't get slopping mud all over me,
I mean, it looks like it does.
didn't work for you. Oh, this is the part that gets it on you.
Anyways, Matt's killing it with the scraping. That's a little harder for me. I think the size of the scraper and keeping a even pressure on it, I didn't really have it. I needed to get closer to the ceiling, I felt like. But we're gonna continue going. I think we're ripping it now. All Matt needed in his life is me, clearly.
Which also might be wondering why I'm down here cleaning the bucket in the middle of my mud mission. It's because Kristen, being the ever professional person that she is, said, hey boy, every time you scrape that and you come over here to throw the old mud back in my bucket, you know, it's kind of slowing me down on my end of the job. She said, so why don't you go get your own bucket and slop that mud in there. Keep the creamy mud coming.
Yeah, I'm a professional already.
Rough.
Not at the scraping though. Not at the scraping. We got through a lot of it. And I'm not gonna lie, my hand muscles are what feels sore. It's not my shoulders or my arms like I thought, it's my hand muscles.
We got through 1/3 of the second, or 2/3 of the second coat. So that's good. We did a really good job. As you can see, one of us got a little much more sweatier than the other one.
One's more in shape, that's why.
The Pilates hottie just got a little shimmer. She said, I'm a shimmer princess.
I am sweating if you look closely. I have upper lip sweat.
That is true. But yeah, we got it done. It was great having her to help. I should get my nephews over here to help me get them going, but Kristen says they can't work as good as she works.
Nobody can.
Nobody can.
I'm pretty hardcore. I know I don't look like it, guys, but I am.
She is. She is hardcore. She doesn't play no games whatsoever. Like I said many times,
there is no games.
She failed recess because she wouldn't play no games.
All right, we're jumping right into day 2. Matt got the paper up to go over the cedar because I did notice with the roller, you can accidentally roll and hit it, and that's gonna be a giant mess. So we got that protected. We're on to the next part of this.
You can roll and hit it. I never hit it.
Yes, you did. There was a dry spot from the first layer.
Here she goes. You know, guys, to all my bosses out there, what's it like to have a sassback employee? It's just someone that's just all the time
you're
sassing.
not? You think you're the boss?
I'm the boss of the drywall, yeah.
No, you're definitely not the boss.
We're going to see how you do today with that Hawken trial. I got
Do you see these, Matt? This means boss.
That's how you dress a 2-year-old. You're wearing a toddler's outfit.
This says boss. Anyways, the boss is here. I'm not gonna roll into the cedar. We are on the final section over there. We haven't even done one layer over there. It's higher up. The vaulted ceilings do cause an issue, but it's nothing we can't handle. So let's get into it so we can get this at least another layer on today.
Yep. So very simply, you just hit this goo, and then you walk it up to your knife, and then you just pull it back. You're only doing that first couple inches. Clearly right there, you need a little bit more.
Oh,
Oh, that was a close one.
you almost hit the bricks. Oh, the guy who says he doesn't get on the cedar, you just purely slopped it on the cedar. What do you gotta say for yourself?
Nothing good. Nothing good, that's for sure. So anyhow, that's how you do it. Should be pretty easy for you now. You should be nice and relaxed and say, I'm allowed to just slop it on the cedar.
Matt wants me to get on his DIY scaffolding 2.0. This thing falls apart all the time. The wheels flop off. No offense, Matt, but it does happen. So I'm a little nervous to get on this thing, but I'll be hand putting on the mud in this corner, and I think I got it.
And while you're up here, feel free to reach over here. Hit a little bit of that. Don't feel too shaky. Yeah, hit a little bit of that. Hit a little bit of this. You
But
know?
we both won't be on this, right? That's too much weight.
It probably would hold both of us, but let's not get crazy.
Oh my gosh, this is already rickety and rackety.
I used up all of our mistake allowance on that first pull.
I might have just got it all over the cedar. This is hard.
We have gotten my mud monkey up there to edge in while I was fixing some patches. I hot mudded in my patches. For those of you that don't know, hot mud is the stuff that goes off chemically, so it's already dry. It doesn't wait to evaporate. And now I got Big Mama. She said she's hankering for that roller to be back in her hand. She said she wants to see some square footage get done. She saw the transformation yesterday, and she said, I gotta stay on you, boy, because every time I go in that room to watch the baby, I don't see no mudding getting done. It's a secret mix in the batter that all true drywallers know.
All right, Matt had to get up and perfect the point of the vaulted ceilings. I'm not sure the proper term for that part of the ceiling. It wasn't coming out properly. I learned that if you notice in the time lapse, I had to repetitively roll it on because I needed a lot of mud on it, right?
Yeah, that first coat, it takes a whole bunch. Kristen had that thin coat going on yesterday, and she said, "Okay, this ain't so easy." We were throwing the light stuff, and then today we got through that first coat of the heavy all-purpose. And she said, "We're gonna use 100 buckets. We're gonna use 100 buckets."
Is that how I talked?
Yeah, you said buckets.
All right, guys, we didn't get as much work done as we thought we would, or I guess I should say I thought. I thought helping, I was gonna knock it out, but obviously this ceiling is a beast. It's a lot of work and you gotta get 3 layers on there. We're steadily working on it. There's so much to do in this drywall. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't think I would ever do this again. Don't buy an old house with a textured ceiling thinking that you're just gonna easily fix that. I would never buy another texture ceiling again.
It's a pretty big vaulted ceiling. I mean, it's a big ceiling. We knew it'd be a big job, but it does make, I think, in my opinion, an equal
Oh no, we'll make a great difference.
level of difference. But yeah, we had a guy come in, a drywall guy, friend of a friend, got recommended. And he came in and he said, "Ay, ay, ay," and just walked away and never even quoted me.
Yeah, he said he was gonna quote us and he didn't. He obviously looked at it and said, "I'm getting out of here."
That overhead mud will work you. It's pretty brutal. There's a reason they just take that mop and get it over with.
So now we're at a little bit of, not an argument, but we're at 2 different ends. For the drywall of the wall, so you guys can help us. We always ask you guys for your advice. For the drywall of the walls, Matt wants to do what he says is level 5 drywall, where you mud the entire wall, not just the seams and not just the screws or whatever they are, but the entire wall has a thin layer of mud that you go use your smoother, what is that called? The scraper? What is that called?
Your trowel.
Your trowel. And I said, I'm nervous that that's not a good idea because if we're not super good at this, we're not big time professionals, the more goo you add, the more mud you add, the more smoothing you have to do, which in my idea, it means way more imperfections, way more lumps, and I think we would regret doing it.
I don't think it'll ever be level 5. I think it'll be level like 4.8 by the time it's done. But the problem with the drywall, what drives me nuts about it is that you see on the butt joints, you have to build that out and there's not a recess. It's perfectly flat and then you have to build out the tape. So when light catches a certain way and you're looking down, you can see it go in and out. With level 5, even though there might still be some discrepancies, they're gonna be more randomly placed than 6 feet lump or 8 feet lump, 8 more feet lump, where you're looking on the wall and it's like, oh, okay, that's clearly where the pieces go. To me, that just looks bad. If I have a little wobble here and there, not as big of a deal, but if you're looking
And
you
you're
see
saying
clack,
we're
clack, clack.
guaranteed lumps on the butt joints.
Yeah, because you can't sand it down flat. I mean, you can feather it out
Yeah,
and
that's
feather
what
it
I
out.
thought we were doing.
Yeah, you keep taking it out, but what level 5 does is it takes it all the way out. So no matter where you go, you're gonna have, possibly from my level, I think it's easier just to get it all covered, try to sand that as good as you can and then move on. But I don't know. But I think we have a room that has texture that we have to get rid of because there were so many patches in that office that we're gonna be able to practice on that.
Yeah.
So that's a small scale attempt that we can try and see how it comes out.
So let us know in the comments down below. Tell us what you guys are looking forward to seeing in this renovation. Like and subscribe. Make sure you check out our Patreon if you want to see any real-time updates. And that's it. We'll see you
Yeah,
guys.
so comment, either just get it done, which means we don't care, we just slap it up there, or comment high 5. if you want me to go for that level 5 and try to make it as nice as we can make it.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.